What's up, guys? It's Higgins in Japan, here with another edition of the Friday video thing, the video that I make on Friday on the way home from work. And today we have a special edition of the Friday video. This video is sponsored by students graduating, and they would be paying me in tea. Alright, what's up, guys? As you know, the Friday video thing is a video I make on the way home. I think I said that in the introduction. I'm gonna drink this tea. Guys, it's Friday, and so just got finished locking my doors because this is a dangerous neighborhood. No, not really. Driving home, and graduation just happened, and so, man, graduation sucks. Like, and not in the way that, like, I'm a bad teacher and I just don't do anything and so I get bored easily, but in the way of, like, if you're a good teacher and you, like, build relationships with your students, like, graduation sucks because, like, you're not gonna see those students probably for a long time or ever again, or you know, for a very long time, and all of that comes back to you at one moment when they're talking about how much they appreciate your work, and it's not easy if you're a good teacher. If you're a bad teacher, you know, the type of teacher that, you know, doesn't help out during sports festivals or doesn't really care about your students, graduation probably sucks because you're probably like, oh great, somebody else giving another speech about something that I don't care about. In which case, you should probably quit your job and go back to America where you're not gonna bother me, to be honest. No, but seriously, like, if you're a good teacher and you've built relationships with these students like you should be doing, and, like, investing in their education like you should be doing, graduation is a very, like, bittersweet moment in the life of an ALT. Because, you know, in my case, they're going to high school, and, you know, high school in Japan's a big deal. And so, you know, you got to take entrance exams, and you got to hope that you get into the school that you want to get into. It's similar to in the States where you've got to take an entrance exam to get into college. But the thing is, like I said, like, sometimes you're not going to see those students ever again, and, like, you just got to trust that the stuff that you taught them was good enough to get them to the next level, you know? And it, like I said, if you're a bad teacher, you don't care, because you're just like, my contract's over, time to go back to America. Sorry, I'm like in a weird I'm like in a weird self-hating J-vlog mood, you know? But, no, those people do exist. The people that are like, oh, it's graduation time. I gotta sit in the gym, and I gotta go to Daiso and buy a white tie because I couldn't find mine. And, like, who cares, right? It's just a white tie, but I don't know. Somebody has to care, right? Maybe they don't. I don't know. I'm rambling. But, so let's run down quick and easy what happens during graduation. Now, the weeks leading up to graduation, you're going to have a lot of time where you're practicing, a lot of rehearsals for graduation, whether it be, you know, kids that are going to be giving speeches, kids that are going to be, you know, a lot of times they sing a song, like the whole graduating class does, and it's all very emotional and everything. But, you know, so the weeks leading up to the actual graduation, you've got practice, and so that can be a little tedious, you know, going over the steps, but it's a good way to kind of see how graduation is, because I've been to like 5 graduations at this point, and they're all the same, pretty much. Like, you know, you go in, everybody's sitting down, all the rest of the students are there, there's a big open spot at the front of the school, or at the front of the gym, with chairs or stools or whatever, and you know, the class comes in that's graduating, and everybody claps for them, and they sit down, and then the speeches start. And like, if you don't know Japanese, the speeches can be terribly boring, just because you can tend to tune out if you don't understand Japanese. So yeah, so usually the principal will give like opening remarks, and then the principal and vice principal kind of stand at the front of the up on stage at the front of the gym and hand out diplomas to each one of the students one by one. And then all the students sit down. There's a couple more speeches by like the head of the PTA and the head of the Board of Education for your town. They'll give a little speech about, this is a big day and blah blah blah, all that good stuff. Typical graduation talk. And then move on to, sometimes there's been like a slideshow. This year they did it as people were just coming in, so the slideshow was just running. It's schools that I've been to that are smaller, graduation, you go through an entire class and it's only, 40 kids or less, less in some cases. I forget how many students graduated today. If I did math in my head, probably, it was like 120, 140, something like that. So to get through all those students takes some time. So they're not trying to fill time. They're trying to get through things a little bit quicker. So like I said, sometimes you'll have like maybe a slideshow, a presentation where they thank the teachers, or the kids have made some kind of presentation that they want to give, but usually it's pretty short. And then from there they introduce like, hey, here's all the people here from other schools, like principals from other schools, and they usually just say congratulations and then sit down. Like, it's a very quick, like, they're not expected to give a long speech, and they don't. Sometimes they'll give like a little speech, but it won't be more than a minute. It's very quick. From there, then I don't know who it is. It's somebody from some PTA, something comes up, and the teachers all stand up and they give like a speech about, thank you for being teachers this year, like, whatever, you did a good job, or all that kind of good stuff. And then from there, everybody sits back down. The vice principal gets up. He says, all right, that's it. Graduation's over. And then the graduating class stands up and turns around and heads back out the doors, and everybody claps for them again, and that's graduation. So it takes about an hour, 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on, like I said, how big your classes are. But it's a really fun experience, especially in Japan, because like in America, the only time you have graduation is high school, after high school. And so if you're in Japan and you're teaching in Japan, you're gonna go to elementary school graduation, which is after 6th grade, and then junior high, which is after 9th grade, and then high school if you teach in high school. So you've got opportunity to go to graduation a couple times probably. And the thing is, like, it's a big deal. Like I said earlier, you've got to take exams to get into high school, and so this is a big deal for them to graduate. And so, like I said, it's a bittersweet day. And yeah, not to get all emotional, but graduation, if you're an invested teacher, I think is more important to you than a teacher that doesn't give a crap about their students. And we can make another video about that some other time, maybe when I'm not driving. Maybe I can interview another teacher and we can talk about how the ALT system in Japan is flawed. Maybe we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll have that discussion, guys. Well, on that note, I'm going to go finish driving home. I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. Yeah. So all my students that are probably watching this video, omedetou. Congratulations. You did it. And good luck next year. For everybody else, head over to facebook.com/Higgins in Japan. If you have any questions or comments, leave those in the bottom comment section below. Have a good one, guys. And I will see you some other time when I make another video about stuff about Japan. Peace.